What's going on, YouTube? We're going into the game room tour today on Jeremy Rewind. Right, my baby? Right, my baby? He's a good boy. Good boy. What about you, Peter? You a good boy too? Yeah. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, we are in the game room. This is Game Room 2024 Tour. Are you excited as I am? Well, I keep looking over here. I keep trying to, because I'm looking at the camera. I got to get my GoPro out, guys. I'm telling you, it's got like 4 batteries. I got no reason not to be using it. Anywho, I got my stadiums, whatever, the dumb lights are up in here. Gives a good ambiance, especially for the lighting. Look at this complexion. Anyways, we're going to do a game room tour 2024. Boy, this room has been crazy growth. I'm telling you, I am so excited to have this room. It's like a happy place, right? Like, as you look behind me, look at all this crazy goodness. And it engulfs the room. Anyways, we're going to go around the room. I'm going to show you guys all the cool and fun stuff in this room that has happened over the last year since, when did I do the last? I think it was January of 2023 that I did it. January, maybe February. We are fastly approaching with the end of February already. Can you believe it's already the end of February? At least at the time of videoing this. I have other videos, but I really want to get this up. So you might see this tomorrow, which would be the 25th. Very excellent day in February.
Excellent choice.
For those that know. Anyways, that being said, let's go around the room. Ooh, well, my finger was in the way of the camera. Let's go around the room and we're going to find out where everything's at. And let me tell you what, this is quite a feat. I'm going to get nostalgic. Okay, so I started this journey 2020. I had my original Xbox, which I'm going to show you. Where's it at? Right here. This is my original Xbox from when I got it in like 2004 or whatever it was. That Xbox with one controller, not the Duke, the one that came with it, as well as I think I kept a copy of like Forza or something like that. And I don't even know if I kept my Halo copy or not, but I think it was maybe a Splinter Cell copy because I soft modded it. So I might have had 1 or 2 copies of games with it. But look at this. It has just grown crazy. Again, I'm buying stuff on the side. I'm reselling it, right? Not to pick on Caleb. He's flipping. And is he really a gamer? Caleb, are you really a gamer? Let's be real. Anyways, mad love. Anyways, that being said, this room has exploded. I mean, I literally went from just that console to, I took Retro Rick. Rick, if you're watching this, man, this, again, I've said 1,000 times, this is really your fault, because I hit nostalgia big time a few years ago, and it just grew and grew and grew. And it started with $15 buying 2 PlayStation 3s that I ended up buying from somebody local, didn't know if they worked. I flipped them online for $70 within 24 hours, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And yes, there are things in here which came from friends or family that was gifts. Maybe my wife bought me something, but very, very, very few of that in here when you think about the grand scale of this room. So those of you that have contributed, thank you, love you. Those of you that have encouraged this chaos, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That being said, though, I really want to keep showing you guys this room. I know I'm doing a lot of walking around and I'm a little stumbling. I got my big, comfy, check this chair out. Look at that. Came with a matching footstool, too. Picked it up at Rooms To Go. Rooms To Go, maybe you want to sponsor me. Anyways, let's start with this wall behind me. Okay, this I built for Amiibos. Our children have tons of those little Disney Infinity Disney characters, and I built this to hold all of them. You see, here's Donald Duck. That's my favorite Disney dude. Here's Rob the Robot. I got him at a garage sale. Did not know he was a Super Famicom version. Sorry if you love Super Famicom. I can't stand it. No interest in it. So I am going to be getting rid of him one day, but I want Rob the Robot, the NES version for the American, which a difference is really just going to be the gray versus the red. Anyways, is what it is. My SNESs start up here. I got everything alphabetical from numerical all the way down, and it continues on down the line through to here. I don't know if Z should be actually below this. I don't know why this is over this. I don't know. Anyways, and then there's other random stuff in here. These are from the Noble collection. These I got at Universal Studios because we do live in the Orlando area, and I am a Jurassic Park fanatic. Anyways, love. Where's my other one? I got another one somewhere. We'll find it. There's 3 of them. There's the Rex, the Raptors, and then there's a Dilophosaurus. Anyways, here's my coat. Got that at Universal as well. Inside is the Velocicoaster t-shirt for opening team. Brand new, never used. Has a tag. I mean, it was, you can't really tell maybe, but because I've had it hung up, but it's 100% never been used. I'm super excited to have it. What else we got up here? We got some cups. Oh, also, before I get ahead of myself, let's just start up here. We got Miss Pac-Man. This is a little arcade thing. I don't usually collect these, but that was a gift from a good friend. Y'all saw this, Super Mario. This is a McDonald's thing, a couple of McDonald's toys. Waterworld action figure, I'm gonna start collecting those because I love Waterworld. Some people are gonna be like, wow, you're weird.
Oh, that was weird.
This is the Game Boy Color. And over here is the Game Boy Pocket. Right? Yeah, Pocket. Both work. I just don't really get into Game Boy so much. I got a Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP 1001, I think it is, right? If I'm not mistaken, wherever that says on there, right there, 1001. I just have the Jurassic Park game. These are my only Game Boy games. My Super Nintendo. Over here, this was mine as a kid. I got some other little Star Wars things. That's like a snow marshmallow dude from McDonald's toy. I think all of these might have been McDonald's toys. This obviously got my Mac the Moon sunglasses from when I was a kid, and I don't think there's anything else in that cup. That little piece of metal goes to my Game Gear. Speaking of Game Gear games, I have a video of all these non-boxed ones. Oh, I gotta post it.
Yeah, right.
These came from my wife at Christmas time. Power Ranger Pogs. Who didn't have Pogs in the 90s, right? This is, I got the batteries out of it, but I got this for Christmas. Super cute little TV, retro. And we continue on down. More Garfield cups, all the whole set. And you got the N64. Not exactly sure what my unit number is. Let's find. Okay. 95 Nintendo 64 games and 87 Super Nintendo games. I didn't look up the Game Gear. I know these obviously over here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got like 5. I can count that. I got to add these up. These are definitely going for a full set on. These are so on and so forth. Switch is down here as well. There's like 5,000 stupid number of games. Don't really know. Got a lot of good ones in here, obviously. I've got this one I bought a while ago. I don't know. I think I bought it and I kept it sealed because why, I don't know. But I just feel like it's going to be one of those games that may have some value down the road. I don't know. Maybe then I can grade it. I can have like a $10,000 game. Who knows? But, you know, we'll see. But these are all my Switch games. Speaking of Pogs. Yes, look at that. Loaded. Oh, geez. And look right on top. JP Pog. Oh, God. Close that back up. Okay, and then I recently got these end labels for all of these in here. So you can see like Castlevania, Shoplifter, Cyber Tiger, yada, yada, yada. Got a couple variants of Zelda down there. Anyways, that completes, you can see that, Super Nintendo, Game Gears right here, Nintendo 64, and that is the entirety of the Switch, which again, I'm not collecting Switch, just buy them here and there for fun, and we'll go forward from there. So let's move on to the next section of games. Actually, before we move on to the next section of games, I'm going to slide this over here a little bit. Y'all remember my Nintendo Power episode? Well, I don't know if it's a Nintendo Power episode, but I had these locked away. These are letters that I framed from Nintendo. You can see right here. I don't want to show you my home address, but right there, my Nintendo letterheads. These are all the information. Thanks for writing to us again, Mr. Swain. Over here, dear Jeremy, yada, yada, yada. I don't know if anybody knows Lori Hansen, consumer service rep, but thank you for writing back to me. And there's more stuff stacked in behind. This isn't just a single sheet of paper, but it says, dear Nintendo fan, thank you for your recent inquiry, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, I'm super excited to have these. Over here, I got X-Man, Magneto. Had these as a kid. Now I've got them in the box with a Toys R Us sticker. Back to the Future DeLorean. Back over there in the corner, we've got the Congo, and we've got the Congo action figures running the whole length right there. And look at these original price tags, $2.99. I don't know what this one even says. Clearance out. Probably really cheap. Yeah, like $2.50, $2, whatever that is. Anyways, we got all the Congo figures, got all the Congo toys in general. Over here, we got Batman, Ertl, metal. These are new. Don't freak out. Those are new. Those are from Target. These are old, though. I think I did a video on it. This my wife got me for Christmas. Not in 23, but in 22. And then somebody just listed this bad boy for $16. I was so jacked. I was so excited. So I have 2 original dinosaurs on card. Beautiful conditions. Oh, here's the other one I was telling you about. From the Noble. This is the Dilophosaurus. And then, of course, we got to have the Turtle Blimp in the box. Well, it's not in the box. The part of it is over there. The blimp is in the box. And then this is not old, but this is so cool. It's iconic from Jurassic Park. Speaking of Jurassic Park, I got some new playing cards. Beauty and the Beast cassette, little handhelds. We're going to get into handhelds here, which is weird of me to say. Dick Tracy. I love the Dick Tracy movie. Anyways, this is beautiful condition. All the inserts, everything's there. Back to Congo. Here's the only 2 vehicles. So I have all the toys, all brand new factory sealed on these ones as well. Speaking of the Congo, there's a Laserdisc and the VHS factory sealed. Woo, what else we got up here? Some weird clamshell thing that I thought was really neat at some kind of like thrift store. It says Magic Kingdom Club. May have some value, may not be worth 5 cents, but I think it looks neat. And you got a Batman case that had all my figures in it. My turtle wallet. Who didn't love Yomega yo-yos? I was all about yo-yos, doing the tricks. Then we got the turtle tank in the box. My Turtle Bus. The box is a little bit to do, but it's still there. Got my Turtle Sewer tube, party tube. There's the big Krang. I think it's 16 inches or something like that. It's huge. I don't know exactly how tall it is, but he's not in there. He's somewhere else in here. Oh, he's over there on another shelf. I just saw him. My Master Chief helmet for the Halo collection that holds the games. And moving from there, we're going to move down into PlayStation 2 games. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. What else is over here? There's some DS games, there's some VHS sealed. I don't know, let's flip the camera. All right, so here we go. Everything is alphabetical, numerical, whatever you want to say. Over there was the same way, but over here we starting with zeros, 007, moving on down PlayStation 2 all the way to the end, and then we circle back. I did skip a little bit. I got PS4 here. I don't know why I did that, but PS2, 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 PS4 tucked in back there with a couple PS5 games. Siberia, if you've never played Siberia, it's a fun game, especially on the PC, old school. More PlayStation 2, that's a big box, SOCOM PS2. More PS2, Donkey Konga, whatever they are. These I haven't even filed yet. I actually forgot about those. More PS2, more PS2, more PS2. More PS2, more PS2. Wii Chuck, whatever those, a nunchuck, factory sealed on the blister. And then I got my Sega scope down there. I got one of the scopes off the end on the other end because it just, I don't know, it just didn't fit right, I guess. But I do have it. More of these, my Xbox One controller, which I'll never use. VCR DVD combo, but these are more Jurassic Park. These are all my DS games. So my phone ran out of space. Too many videos that I haven't deleted off of it. This comprises of like clamshell VHS of ones that I just felt like I had to have. And more PS2 stuck in way down there. And that's a Wii bowling ball. What in the world? And it's in the box. Woo! That comprises PlayStation 2, 4, 5. I don't care about PS3. I'm going to get a PS3. I'm going to buy a backwards compatible, a CECH. It's an A01 or an E01. Depends if you want the actual hardware or the software emulation version, but one of those two. I tried selling a Super Nintendo recently. One of the ones that came from the Christmas thing I showed you guys, my Vlogmas for Christmas 2023. And I had people interested, but they kept offering me the wrong PlayStation 3. And I'm like, I don't need an H, a K, an I. I don't need another alphabet letter. I just want the A or the E, that's it. And I couldn't find one. So I gave up, sold the Super Nintendo with like 1 or 2 games and sold all the other games off. Got everything that I knew it was going to be worth, but is what it is. So let's move on to Nintendo NES. Oh baby, this is my favorite system to collect for, the NES. If you remember, if you saw my video, this is an NES cartridge that I built that holds all my NES cartridges. If you look here, ooh, I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. I'm gonna go around the side here. Look at that. How it like indents right there, and it indents over here, and there's a little notch. Now, we will grab a cart. Let's grab this random one here. Kablam! See the notch? Yes. See the notches on either end? Yes. I know, I'm a genius. Actually, I'm not really a genius. I found it on Pinterest. I put it in the video, the link to it, not in this video, but in that video. Definitely got to give him credit for he did a killer job, and I replicated it. Starting up top, we got our few boxed NES games from a guy that I did a deal with on some other stuff. He remembered me. He said, hey, are you interested? I said, yes, I'm interested. And we made a deal, and it was worth far more, but man, the dude was like all too happy to hook me up, so I'm very pleased. I've got an NES and another NES box holder for carts, and I got a couple of these. I got just one out on the shelf. I got more in the closet, one or two, and then my Batmobile. You know what's funny about this one? This one does not cover, you remember in the movie? Okay, first off, I'm gonna flip this back around. That thing has multiple variants. If you didn't know, there's another variant that came with a plastic shell over the top of it. To my understanding, after some research, that variant was the sequel variant, or part 2 or 2.0 or whatever you want to call it of that. That's the original. That's the very first one that didn't have, based on what I saw online and read, that's the very first one. And I got it at Toy Liquidators in the town I grew up at, which after some more research turns out it is a KB Toy, I don't know, it's part of KB Toys. I would love to find some Toy Liquidator merchandise, like store displays or something, but I guarantee you that stuff is long gone. If it's out there somewhere, it's hiding in a barn. Who knows if I'll ever see it, because that was in Michigan where I grew up at. And who knows if I'll ever see it again, and who knows if that was specific to that particular mall. I mean, it could be, I don't really know, but I would love it if somebody found Toy Liquidator stuff. Ooh, I'd be super excited for it. But anyways, that being said, let's get back to the NES. Okay, so we have numerical moving through alphabetical. Oh, you know what I realized? I did not give you a unit count over here. Well, we'll circle back to that in a second. So we got NES, some have some have manuals. Like if you look here, here's DuckTales by itself, but next to it I have DuckTales 2 with the manual, if you remember that particular episode. And so on and so forth. So I'm not going for manuals, but if I get the manual and it's on the cheap, I'm gonna go for it. And then we got PSP. Gonna have to buy PSP eventually because I'm getting games. Also, we got Batman. Speaking of Batman Forever cups. I got all 4 of them. I had one I got at like a Goodwill for a couple bucks, and then I found on Mercari the other 3 for $17. Can't go wrong. Better than that thrift store. What else we got over here? Got a couple more loose NES that I haven't filed yet. Check out this case. Remember we used to rent games in these kind of cases? Look at this thing. Bases loaded, permanent, perma-struct instructions. That's so cool. I love the outside of it. That's why I kept this one out, because I wanted to display it. Otherwise, I've got like a billion of those in the closet. That has got loose discs in it. I got to go through eventually. But let's talk about quantity. All right, back over here. 383 of the PlayStation 2 collection is in my collection. 29, I think it said, was PlayStation 4, and 4 represented PS5, which is quite funny to me. But again, I don't think I have this in my PlayStation 2 lot because I haven't actually put it in there yet. I just picked up the other day. And the same thing is going to happen over here, because these might actually be these 4. So we're going to just assume it's correct. But PSP, I can tell you without a doubt, is 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 PSP games. What about NES, you ask? NES is 357. I'm actually disappointed in myself, because even if you factor in those other 4, 8, 9, 61, that's 361. If I don't have those in there, it's actually rather disappointing, because I thought I was at 400, and I think the North America set for the NES is like 600 and some games, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, I got a ways to go. I didn't realize I was that far away, but it's going to be completed. So let's move on to the next, which is... Let's start at the top and work our way down. All right, moving at the top, we have Oh, you know what? Let's turn this on. This thing is super cool. Bang! Look at that. Speaking of cool, there's that big Krang I was telling you about. Yeah. My Nomad, which I'm going to get fixed. I just haven't hooked back up with my guy. My Nerf bow and arrow from when I was a kid. Can't believe the box is still in one piece. Woo. And then the Xbox OG goodness. And I just need to get up there and organize it because I got some random ones chilling right here on the shelf. So anyways, let's figure out what we got going on. Okay, outside of this thing blinding the daylights out of all of us, here's the Xbox collection, all alphabetical, except for this front little splat right there. Got some good ones in there, got some lower ones in there, but 269 games in the collection up there. Moving over, actually, you know what? Let's move down. Let's skip that for 1 second because this represents my favorite console of all time next to the Nintendo, which the Nintendo, man, let me just tell you, I had them both as a kid and I love having the NES. There's just something nostalgic about it for me that makes me super excited for that particular console. But equally excited and equally, man, I should be real honest. If I had no choice and I had to go through and keep one console in this entire room, sorry Nintendo fanboys, it's going to be the Genesis. That is without a doubt like the console that I adore. And it's so hard to say that because the NES, I mean, look at that. I love it. The gray carts, the 8-bit graphics, the toaster VCR, whatever it is, body style. I just love it. But there's something about the NES. There's something about the Genesis that really, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I grab just a random one like the Lion King here, maybe it's because this was later on in life for me. You know, the NES was in the 80s for me, came out early 80s, and I had it in the late 80s. And then this came out in the 90s, and man, you've got the hard clamshell. Look at that. There's just something about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I mean, I just love, oh, look at this. Another good one, and I love, woo, Power Rangers. Anyways, I'm just being an absolute lunatic here. Let's talk about Genesis. Genesis has 234 in my collection from that shelf to that shelf, and like 3 up there. I do have a few Lucy's. They're nothing big. You know, I got No Escape, Tecmo, Real Monsters, Olympic Gold. This is Demolition Man, and NFL 95. You know, a couple of them are decent games. The rest of them are just games. But at the end of the day, I'm not collecting loose. Those came in a big lot that I bought on eBay one time. That was worth significantly more, but I just kept them because I didn't have them yet. So I figured, what the heck, I might as well hold on to them until, what if I come across a shell? What if I come across blah? Anyways, and then I got stuck up in here. I don't understand what's going on here. Why I sat there in there like that, but that's weird that it's in there like that. Anyways, and then you got Castlevania Bloodlines. Most of these are going to be CIB. One or, you know, there's going to be a few in here that may not have manuals, but has to have manuals on a Genesis. But if it doesn't, I'll get it eventually. But I'm not seeking like I am with NES, just the cart. That being said, you know, I should have plugged in my Ford sign. I won this at a Christmas party a few years ago for our store. Anyways, yeah, I'm very excited. This is without a doubt my favorite part. And then I got all these other little things that stuck in the middle here. Like, for example, little McDonald's toys, right? Ooh, yes. Who had this? Love this. I picked this up at a toy show recently. I don't know if I got batteries. I might have batteries in it. Let's find out. Oh, yeah. Batteries are in it. Can't even see it. Oh, there he is. And I'm gonna die. Anyways, we'll turn them off. So, love that. More toys. Look at that. Little arcades. I don't know if these things work. I don't remember. I picked them up at a garage sale for like $1 a piece. Oh, I think I gotta turn them on. Oh yeah, look at that right there. anyways, they do work. There's a TMNT one I want to get, but it goes for big money and I'm too cheap to buy it. So anyways, that's that. We'll get to these other random things in a minute here. My Jurassic Park entrance to the gate. Down here we got more McDonald toys. The shell thing I had as a kid. More McDonald toys. Look at this. Who remembers? Look at that. Oh! Dropped it. Anyways, I'm super excited to have this in the collection because I loved my flip phone. Who had a flip phone like this or a StarTAC? Love the StarTAC. Anyways, we got more Power Ranger. We got more of this. Garfield, Snoopy. We got Batman figures. I have Catwoman somewhere floating around here. I hope I didn't accidentally give her away. I might have by accident. But either way, and then you guys remember the Penguin, and there's his vehicle. These are the metal turtle ones. Yes, look at this. Chippendale Rescue Rangers. This was my grandmother. She had this on a floppy. I don't know where it's at. Anyway, somehow I managed to find this, and I was like, let's see when I saw Chippendales. 8-ball. Made a lot of questions on that thing. This was cool. This is just a sealed Microsoft Windows floppy disk. We got some random Elf cards here. I don't know what else is in here. G.I. Joe. Some more Elf cards. I don't know. Anyways, and then we got little Jet McDonald cars. Look at these small little cassettes. The lenticulars. Who had the... Look at that. Oh, busting right out. More lenticular down there. Star Wars. Little Nerf. Another little handheld. Yep. And then what else we got down here? Little truck. Oh, this is for, like, you can play... You put your Game Boy SP into this, and then you can load one cart there, one cart there, and one cart there, and you can actually just switch on the side here from which cart you want. It's super cool. We got Voltrons, my Sega, and then oh, shut up. And then we've got a Piranha Plant here I picked up at a garage sale for a couple bucks, new in the box. I don't know why that's in here. Oh, look at this, the Dreamcast. And KB Toy Outlet. Toy Outlet? No, it was called Toy Liquidators. I picked that up at a toy convention. More Voltrons. Anyways, before we get going too crazy, let's go back up to... GameCube. These are all the GameCube games in the collection. Look at this beautifulness. Alien Hominid, Batman Vengeance. Super cool. Look at it. Where's M? Right here. Party 4, 5, 6, 7. We got Kart. This is the double disc one. I had both. I ended up getting rid of the other one. We got Golf behind it there, but super fun, super excited, super stupid expensive, these dumb games. I don't know what's so special about GameCube to people. I think it's cool. We had one when I was probably in the early 2000s, but moving on. Oh wait, I didn't gotta move on. I gotta tell you counts of this. Well, we'll move on. We'll do all of them at one time. Sega Dreamcast. This comprises this little stack of my Dreamcast games. Not a huge score of Dreamcast games, but hey, I'm collecting it, and it's not as easy to find as others. Anyways, PlayStation 1. I don't know why I was so dramatic about that. We have Descent, we have Top Gun, Street Fighter the movie. Love the movie, love the game. Here's Twisted Metal. These are the big box ones. I only have 4. Everything else is small discs. So let's figure out what we have in unit count from Game Gear, GameCube, Dreamcast, and PlayStation. 122 on the GameCube, 24 on the Dreamcast, and 175 beautiful PlayStation 1 games. Ooh, yes. And I don't know if that weird interactive one is included in that or not. I don't know. It depends on whether or not the app allows me to add it. I don't know what kind of app you guys use, or if you're just watching this just for the sheer fun of watching another game room tour, but I use Game Eye. And Game Eye is very cool. One, it's free. Love that. And number two, it gives you all the same data that anybody else does. It also gives you current market data, which is great because if you are interested in quickly knowing what your game is worth, you can just pop in there and bam, there it comes. But I like it because it gives me all this information if I need it, but more importantly, it gives me a place to organize, and so I can just quickly type in, I can just type in Street Fighter and it'll tell me everything I have for that console or in general that is Street Fighter. Coming down to our last row, 283 we have in green boxes. Xbox doubled up, in fact, there, and there, because I don't know where else to sit that. We're not done yet, folks. We got the Wii. We got the Sega Saturn over there, the 32X. We still got handhelds that I haven't even shown you yet. But $283, I think, is what I read off of the Xbox 360 games. So excited to have these. I love the Xbox 360. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend Jurassic Park, the game. It is so much fun. Picked this up recently at a game store, paid up for it, hate saying it, but it's a variant I have never seen before. Everybody always, NCAA football 14, blah, 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 blah. It's a sports game. Who gives a garbage? Anyways, on this particular one, receive 14 Ultimate Team All-American packs and build an unstoppable. I don't know if that's right or not, but $20 added value, bonus in-game content, Ultimate Team pack. Oh, that is for this one. And it's where's it at? Right there. A Walmart exclusive. So anyways, I've never seen this variant before, so I figured, what the heck? If I ever find another copy, I'll make up for it in that instance. Although, I already took money from the game fund to flipping other things. That being said, we're going to move down to Wii. We would like to play... Oh, and there's Wii U. I forgot about that, too. So let's talk about Wii. Woo! Okay, so the Nintendo Wii. I'm sorry, I don't care for it. The reasons why I don't care for it is because I didn't probably really grow up with it, but my wife's convinced that the Wii and the Wii U is going to be the next big console that people are going to want to buy for. So I'm like, okay, they're cheap, they're relatively inexpensive, there's a lot of shovelware, but I'm not going to go for any more of the shovelware. I've only got a handful of it anyways, but I have some good ones in there, obviously. Like if I move my dinosaur here, motion detected at the front door. Super Mario Galaxy 2, it's a super fun game, and she's CIB. And there's other ones in here as well. I don't know, if I see one that just looks interesting to me, I'm going to pick it up, as long as it's inexpensive. But the Wii has, I forgot to count. And next to it was that little stack of Wii U's. We're going to find out. The Wii has 104 games, and the Wii U has 27. But there's not a huge library for the Wii U anyways. But there are some expensive ones on there. I can't think of the one right off the top of my head. Everybody talks about it being so expensive, and I get it, it's expensive. But I'm not that hot for Wii U yet. It's kind of like if I see the deal, I'm going to hop on it. But if I don't see the deal, I'm just going to pass on it. So like today, we went garage sailing. I rolled through a handful. We are in the end of February. Now, mind you, if you're not in the Florida area, you're probably not seeing garage sales like we're seeing. I honestly was shocked to see garage sales on end of February. Everywhere else I know, people and family that I love, it's snowing, there's ice, it's minus degrees. Mind you, we're in Florida, baby. It is in the beautiful temperatures outside. I think it was 72 today. Anyways, went to garage sales, hit garage sales, estate sales, yard sales. I couldn't believe it, the amount of sales that were out today. Didn't pick up a lot of stuff, did pick up a few things. 2, 3, 4 games, I think it is. 2 PlayStation 1 games at one sale, nothing bangers. Picked up a couple of N64s, nothing crazy. I don't remember if that was it. I picked up a VCR, $5. Should get $50 for that. So anyways, let's talk about the next console. What's my next console I want to talk about? Let's talk about 32X and Saturn. All right, I'm going to come over here. Woo! Don't fall. Here comprises all the 32X goodness. Some of them are sealed. If you remember, if you haven't seen it, go back and check it out. Like this. Fahrenheit. It still has the hang tab on the back of it. Factory sealed. Look at that little Best Buy thing on it. Probably not a crazy expensive game, but it is factory sealed and fun to have that. And one of these 32, 36, whatever, what are these dumb golf games? One of those are factory sealed. I think Afterburner might be factory sealed as well. Look at that sticker on there, Toys R Us. I think it is 1998. But anyways, a few of them are sealed. 10 games in that collection. One up there loose. I'm trying to find a case for it. And then we have up here behind good old Nathan Drake, my favorite modern game of all time. We have all the Saturn goodness, and there's a bunch of other ones. I actually just picked up a lot of 10 that I'm gonna do a video on, so I technically have 34 Saturn games for the collection. So that's exciting. Woo! I got a lot of light shining up. What else we got over here? Let's look over here. What do we got? We'll start at the bottom, work our way up. We got a couple of plushes. We got this really cool Kodak. That's a cooler, actually, which is super cool. I got a bunch of media that Sonic's sitting on. Got the original Xbox box underneath and behind Sonic here. That's the same one I had as a kid, but I rebought it on a website. So the console's still in there. Cleaning kit, Genesis, same one I had as a kid. Has the console inside of it. I already had one. SNES set. This is just a core system. A lot of cores. That's a core. That's a core. I got more cores over here. That is a beautiful condition box overall for how old it was. One owner, obviously, it came from. She said she was storing it in her barn. One up machine thingy here. Look at this brand new. Well, I wouldn't say brand new. It's been open, but how cool is that? The arrows that went with the bow and arrow way over there. Kristen, my beautiful bride, got me this for Christmas. These are new walkie-talkies. I got them from Target, but this is the original, and the sister unit is down there. You really shouldn't see this, but I'm going to show you anyways. This is a brand new factory sealed. We are going to open it. You'll see in another episode. And then we've got Missile Storm. I'm trying to collect these. I don't know why, but here's another one, the fencing one. This one looks like it's been taken out of the box one time and then shoved right back in. There's the big box for Nathan over here, Drake. There's my TMNT suitcase that my wife found at Goodwill for a couple bucks. And then we've got, moving down, we've got the box for the Xbox Series S, which is funny because I picked it up at a garage sale for $20 with the Xbox, got it home because it wouldn't fit in the box, come to do a little research, I'm like, that doesn't go with it. And there's a piece of paper, or this is actually a sticky, because they drew on the box. Why people do that, I don't know. And then this is the scene from Jurassic Park with, what's his name? Samuel Jackson's character with the raptor. I picked this up on a Whatnot. This thing looks like it's never been used. I mean, ooh, I'm super excited to have this. I've seen them before listed online, but, oh geez.
Whoops, dropped it.
Woo, almost went out of wire. But I've never seen it in this because this matches my action set down here. Look at that, yeah. So I had to have this, and then all my media. I got all this nonsense from when I was a kid that just keeps rolling down. Woo, she rolls right back up. Some of it's new, obviously, like the Game of Thrones things and some of the strategy guides, but 99% everything up here is from when I was a kid. Speaking of from when I was a kid, well, that's not Turbo Man, but the Turtle box. I got these boxes. I got the Private Eye. Picked that up at a garage sale or Goodwill or wherever it was. One of my favorite movies, Tim Conway, Don Knotts. Look at that. Some tractors, Tito Taco Bell, the box for the Master Chief's helmet. I just don't know where to put stuff. Look at that. Voltron's in the box. And something really cool is going to be here very soon. I already ordered it. I can't wait to show everybody. And then obviously we got Caleb. And then down here, we have my box of controllers. It is ridiculously packed. We got good old Harry and the Hendersons, another electronic, my tiny little TV, my board games that I recently acquired. Bought this one when my brother and sister-in-law were here, and my wife got me the Congo for Christmas. We're gonna play that this weekend, actually. She and I, oh geez. Okay, the last thing, well no, we got two more things. Oh my gosh, two more things. the wall of console boxes. So down here we got a Switch, and we got, that's a DS case. I think I've got a DS actually in that. We got some random travel games. There's the PS4, the PS5's tucked in there behind it. Those are actually set up somewhere. The PS4 I think is downstairs, the 5's out in the loft. Then we got my wife's Switch, my Switch, my daughter's Switch. That Switch is my son's Switch. And if you saw over here, which I don't think I actually pointed it out, that's my other Switch, the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. So this is why I'm going to digress for just 30 seconds. The Switch is never going to outsell the PlayStation 2. I don't care how much the Nintendo fans want to say otherwise. PlayStation 2 was a single home console. Every house might have had one or two that sold it. The Switch, look at that. How many consoles do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 over there. This house has 5 Nintendo Switch. Why do you need 5 Switches? Moving on. My DS, that matches my DS kiosk. We've got the Zelda Junior Super Nintendo deck, CIB, beautiful condition. These are all my, I never got to these. We're going to talk about these real quick. I have Virtual Boy games. I think I have 11 of the 14 now. 12, 34. Yes, I'm missing only 3. 1, 2, 3. Jack Bros, Vertical Force, and Golf, I think it is, are the only 3 I'm missing. Over here, we got a Super Mario Bros. 3 challenge set. The Wii, the Dreamcast, the 32X, that box is gorgeous. 360, my newest edition. Yes, look at that, Lynx. Haven't shown yet my PlayStation 2. Oh my gosh, what is back here behind this? This is the problem. This is why I want to make shelves. Oh, there's a PlayStation box back in there. Look out, little dinosaur. I don't want to knock you off, but you might get knocked off. I don't even know what's down there behind it. Let's move some more of these boxes. What's down there? Oh, that's another NES system down there. You see how this one here has the orange and the stripe and the blue box? The one that's down there is the original console. It's an action set as well, but it's in like a brown box. It's very boring. It's not exciting, but it's still there. And then this is my new Lynx. Beautiful condition, like it's barely been played. I mean, barely been played. Came with 3 games. So excited to have this. Woo! I'm just about out of wind walking around this room with you guys, and this room ain't very big. Holy moly. I'm just gonna run through this real quick, just to show you the chaos. There's my calendars. I gotta hang those up if you saw that. Look at that Jurassic Park board game. Look at all this, Micro Machine cases, and it's just, it goes on and on and on. Look at all these crazy, dumb Disney. I mean, it's just, oh, look at here. All these are Xbox magazines. So anyways, that takes me to right here, the Murphy bed. I built this bed. I don't want to fold it down. I would pull it down and show you, but it's really cool. I built this whole thing. It just folds down. It's a queen size bed. Queen size, I think. Pretty sure it's queen size. I think it's queen size. Anyways, we have family, we have friends, maybe somebody wants to crash in here for the night. I mean, who wouldn't want to crash in here? It's the game room. Look at this place, look at that. 7-foot banner hanging over there of Mario. Every day is a Mario Day. March 10th coming up, don't forget. But anyways, I'm going to not only have some kind of surprise that I'm so excited about. Kristen got it for me for my birthday. I'm going to hang it right about top line right there. Ooh, I just gave it away. It's gonna get hung. Anyways, but it only comes down so far, and then I'm gonna build or buy shelves that I can put on casters or put on a platform that I can roll around easily. Because when somebody wants to sleep in here or crash in here because we have family or friends coming to visit, whoo, I had to hold my arm down. It's going to be a nightmare to try to dig it out. But I need more space. I don't need more games. I need more space. So I need more space for my games. And that's where that's going to come into play at. It's going to be on wheels. I'm going to build it. And that way I can get things like that off the ground. I can get things like over here. Check out that shirt. Look at that. Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd. The whole team was here in Orlando at MegaCon. I so wanted to go. But I just my job, it's been so busy at my office, and I just couldn't find time to pull myself away for a few hours to go up there and meet them all. Probably the last time they're all actually together. Let's face it, you never know what life holds. And they were right here in Orlando with me. But anyways, down there, I've got Wii U that are obviously, as you can see, hiding boxes. I'd like to display this. I'd like to display my media as well. Maybe I could do like shelves that could hold the media. Have to figure that out. Anyways, that being said, that's the game room. I hope you guys love the video. Hope you guys thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. I'm losing my train of thought of what I was thinking, but I think that was all I wanted to say. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed my neuroticism. I hope you guys continue to come along for the journey here through 2024 as we continue to fill every North America set for all these consoles from PS1, 2, 4. Well, no, let me back up. PS1 and 2. I'll get 4 and 5s along the way if they're of interest. Switch the same way if it's of interest. But the sets that we're going for, PS1, PS2, we are going for full set of Nintendo NES, full set of Nintendo SNES, full set of Nintendo 64, full set of Game Gear, full set of Atari Lynx, PS1 and 2 if I haven't already mentioned it. I think I've mentioned it once or twice. PSP, we're going to go for the full set. We're going to go for the full set of NES. I already said that. What else is over here? We're going to go for the full set of Xbox, Sega Genesis for sure, GameCube, full set of Dreamcast, Xbox 360. Before I let you go, I see why people take years, nay, decades to fill their collection. It's a hobby. It's a journey. It's an adventure. You find things along the way that you didn't know you were going to be interested in. I started out wanting to collect video games, and somehow along the way, I found myself collecting sealed toys. I also found myself collecting a kiosk and promotional store merchandise that would hang on the walls or the windows. There are just so many different avenues that this journey, this nostalgic adventure that I'm on to collect things like that Waterworld board game. I've thought about collecting video game board games. AVGN, go check them out. James did it's called James Board James or something like that. I remember the episode. But he reviewed video game board games. I don't know. I mean, obviously that's not a video game board game, but that's based on a movie I love. My phone ran out of space again. I got too many videos on here that I have to get uploaded. Anyways, long story short, please stick around if you're interested in this. More importantly, click the like or the subscribe button. I would love to see more people subscribe because that tells me that you're enjoying this journey. Even if all you do is watch me rant for 10 or 15 minutes about the nonsense that I picked up, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. Maybe, just like those Nintendo calendar posters, Nintendo Power calendars. The 1991 and 1992. I had an individual, thank you for letting me know that you remember that as a kid. That was awesome. That made me excited to know that you saw something that got you excited that now you're probably going to go out and find. Maybe you'll look it up online and be like, hey, I had the 1992 calendar. I had the 1991 or the 90, or maybe there's a 93. I don't know. I saw there's a Sonic the Hedgehog one. Now it was in England, so I don't know if it ever came over here, and it already sold. But I bookmarked it. I looked at it. I was shocked. I was like, wow, this is cool. That goes back to my Sega. So long story short, guys, thanks so much for sticking around with my neuroticisms, my craziness. And I look forward to seeing you guys right here next time on Jeremy Rewinds.